plays off all the time.
Okay, we're going to get started. Welcome to the special meeting of Public Works and Gang Reduction Committee. I'm Chairperson Joe Buscaino. We'll soon be joined by Kern Price. We're going to take general public comment and welcome Herman to the microphone for 1 minute. General public comment.
You mean I cannot be accommodated for an extra additional minute since I got up here this early to get here?
You can start his clock now. Thank you. You can start his clock.
Well, whatever. Ms. Heather's going to be placed on the representing Board of Public Works for the term ending June 30th, 2016. 1 bullshit minute of public comment. Is it so unreasonable to make a request of accommodations? Obviously it is, because it bothers Joe Buscaino this morning. That's how effed up this is about public speech, freedom of speech. So they're so hard up, unconstitutionally impolite towards the public. As you see, only one representative, myself here, speaking on behalf of thousands to millions of Angelenos who are voters. So when it comes to voting, vote no for Joe Buscaino in his next term, because obviously he's deemed us to 1 minute public insult, public comment. To criticize is not inappropriate. It's the action of our constitutional right under freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and as I put it very frankly, F it. Keep your 3 seconds. Bye.
Okay. And with that, we'll take item number 1.
Item number 1 is communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Ms. Heather Reppening to the Board of Public Works for the term ending June 30th, 2016.
And let's just knock out this card here. If I can bring up Herman to speak on item number 1.
Once again, folks, it's only Joe Buscaino. We do not have a quorum, and he's voting in the appointment of Ms. Heather because Kern Price, who makes $200,000 a year, can't be here to celebrate this. Oh, guess who walked in a little after 9 o'clock? It's Kern Price. Mr. Price, good morning.
Speak to the item, please.
Well, I'm speaking on behalf of Ms. Heather that I want to say congratulations to your reopening to the Board of Public Works. I'm sure Kevin James will provide you all the information needed to conduct the business of the public under public interest. And sad to say, I wish I could have brought you flowers and candy, but according to Joe Buscaino, I cannot. It's considered a gift, but it's under the policy of giving gifts because the city of Los Angeles takes millions of dollars from special interests and lobbyists who pay them behind closed doors without the transparency for us to honor and recognize Ms. Heather. Have a good morning. Praise the Lord.
Thank you. So item number 1 is recommendation from Mayor Garcetti to appoint Heather Reppening to the Board of Public Works. And as we know, the Board of Public Works is one of the most important city commissions. It's the only full-time city commission policy-making board. It's also an executive team comprised of 5 members who collectively act as a general manager of the Department of Public Works, comprised of the Bureaus of Contract Administration, Engineering, Sanitation, Street Services, and Street Lighting. The Department of Public Works is responsible for design, construction, renovation, and operation of public projects ranging from bridges to wastewater treatment plants and libraries, curbside garbage collection and graffiti removal, maintenance of streets, sidewalks, sewers, street lights, and street trees, issues that we deal with on a daily basis.
Quality of life.
Quality of life issues, and it's great to bring forward Heather Reppening as Mayor Garcetti's appointee. Please, we'd like to welcome you, and we're joined here in the audience by the President of the Board of Public Works, Kevin James. Thank you for being here. And Enrique Carlos, representing sanitation. Thank you so much for being here. Heather, tell us about your background and congratulations, first and foremost. We're really proud of you. We're really excited about this appointment process and this confirmation process. Tell us about your experience, your skills, your knowledge, your abilities, and why you wish to serve on the Board of Public Works.
Sure. Well, thank you for having me, first of all, and thanks for holding this committee meeting, and thanks for the time that you took out of your schedules earlier this week to meet with me. And, you know, both of you, as well as Mr. Cedillo, are very energized and focused on these back-to-basic services that that the board is delivering on. So I am very much looking forward to working with you and helping move that agenda forward. I've been with the city for, well, I started in 2001, but I think I was away for 3 years, so whatever that all adds up to. But it's a while. I would emphasize my district background. So I started out as a field deputy in Echo Park and Elysian Valley, working with residents along the river, actually, and I also served as the district director for community development in the 13th Council District Office, doing a lot of kind of proactive projects, the type of projects that create change in neighborhoods, median projects, parks, joint use projects at schools. And so, I actually know what it means to residents, these services that the Department of Public Works provides. I know how important they are. I know what happens when they're not delivered correctly and kind of what you guys get as council members. I understand firsthand how important it is to give people a sound and timely response. And I know the kind of change that we can create when we focus. I know the best that the city can be when we all collaborate and focus. I've also worked in City Hall. I worked as Councilmember Garcetti's scheduler, and currently I'm working as the Director of External Affairs for the Mayor's Office. So we do all of the intergovernmental work, community and constituent services, and immigrant affairs. So all along I've been working with people, working with residents. I've never lost my own sense of the importance of, our constituents. So that's, I think, what I'll be bringing to this effort. Experience and just a real passion for doing the job well for the people of LA.
Thanks, Heather. As you know, we have an aging infrastructure in the city of Los Angeles. We've looked at ways that we can be more efficient and effective as a city as it relates to fixing our streets and sidewalks. What a third of our streets are in failed conditions, 40% of our sidewalks are crumbling. And to go along with the Mayor Garcetti's Back to Basics agenda is something that is in the forefront of our agenda collectively, City Council. What are your ideas for addressing the challenges the city is facing as it relates to our aging and deteriorating infrastructure?
Well, I think that, first of all, I think we have the advantage of the fact that there's a great deal of intelligence and focus being applied to this problem right now, between yourselves, between the mayor, Commissioner James. I think, we have a really good group of people thinking through this problem. Obviously, it's an issue of resources, and so we have to be very smart and very strategic about our ability to bring new resources and to apply the resources that we do have in the best and most efficient way possible.
Fantastic. I love your background as it, obviously being on the ground as working for then council member Garcetti. What we do is be responsive to the people that we serve. And oftentimes, whether it's a pothole, an overgrown tree, a failed sidewalk, or a street light that's out, picking up the trash on the days that they come or sweeping our streets. I really appreciate the fact that you get that and you understand that, and you've been in living rooms, you've been in storefronts as your experience on the ground level. And I think that's going to help with the rest of the board because you understand the importance of being responsive, even more so of engaging the community in the problem-solving process. I want to ask about something that we've dealt with the Prop O dollars in Machado Lake and the ecosystem rehabilitation project, a $130 million project. Can you give us your thoughts on how to best preserve the integrity of the contracting process and how would you approach the situation if a proposal that we dealt with in our district, the proposer ranked second or third in an RFP evaluation, raised doubts about the fairness of the process? How would you approach a situation like that? Because obviously the Board of Public Works deals with contracts on a weekly basis, and I just want to get your thoughts on that.
I think it's important overall for us as a city to have a systematic process for dealing with contracting issues so that people who choose to do business with us, who want to do business with us, know that there is a fair process in place, that it's not something that's overly politicized. They know what our criteria is, what it is we're looking for. So I'm not familiar specifically with the Machado Lake issue, but I think what I would do as a commissioner is I would look to the experts around me and really listen and ask all the right questions to make sure that I feel that we've had a fair, easy, accessible process from the beginning, and that insofar as that's been followed, that we're on the right foot.
Right. Thanks, Heather. Mr. Price.
Thank you. I, too, am excited about this nomination, and certainly I'm going to be prepared to support it. Ms. Penning and I had a good chat in my district office last week, and I was certainly impressed with your background, your training, your experience, your commitment to community service at the neighborhood level. And I think that's kind of that's always helpful as a example of how we should be moving. But one question, and something we kind of grapple with, all of us around here, since trying to really activate departments and agencies to be more collaborative and work more together. How do you think we can better coordinate activities between departments, between bureaus, between different working groups to achieve the kind of efficiencies that we all want to see in progress?
I think a lot of that is really our role as leaders, is to bring people together and create a systematic process by which people are called together and are given a focus. I think on their own, I think sometimes department staff, maybe people are busy. I mean, our personnel resources are stretched thin, and folks are going to kind of do their job. And so how do we get beyond the silos? I think it's really up to us to do that, to bring people together. I know that Commissioner Romero was working with the Green Streets Task Force. That's something I look forward to continuing, to make sure that we have a process by which we're bringing together the different groups who can all make sure that we're actually moving the ball on some of these livability issues, making sure that we're getting, the most bang out of every buck in terms of sustainability. And so, on whatever our goal is, there should be a process behind it and a clear systematic way for people to kind of come together without wasting people's time, right? And to understand, we need all of us to move this one forward.
Yep. Thank you. I think you mentioned Commissioner Romero. I think it behooves us to recognize her commitment and her dedication of service on the board, and congratulate her on being our Deputy Mayor of City Services as well. So please relay our thanks for her service to the Board of Public Works. And, she's going to kill it as a Deputy Mayor of City Services. We're all excited about.
The best thing is that we still have her. So
yes, she hasn't gone far. But without objection, we'll approve this appointment for Mayor Garcetti and send this to council today as the recommendation of this committee to appoint Heather Repenning as a Commissioner of the Board of Public Works.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Anything else on the agenda, Michael?
No, Mr.
Okay, with that, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.